Hey, are you looking for a really good pair of in-ear monitors that sound really good and they don't break the bank? Here they are. Let's check them out. Stick around to the end of this review because I'm going to give you a couple of tips regarding how to insert your in-ears so that you have the best experience with them. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips on support products that go along with these in-ears that are extremely affordable as well. I could not believe that you could get these for only $57 on Amazon. I had to try these out. So I ordered some and I absolutely was floored with how good these sounded. I've always used the Shure IEMs, and the ones that I have are the $99 ones because they came with the PSM 300 that I have. And I've just never really tried any other ones out because here's the thing, I'm not going to spend several $100s up to even $1,000 to try out a pair of in-ears that might not sound good. But for $57, I definitely took a chance on these, and I got to tell you, I'm glad I did. In fact, I liked them so much that I got a pair for my bass player and my singer. They're blown away with how good these sound. So I'm going to show them to you now. Okay, so here they are right here. Here's the back of them. And they have 5 drivers inside of them, and I actually went on YouTube and saw a guy take these apart and he tested every driver and they all work. So I know a lot of people are skeptical because they're like, well, for $57, I mean, it's probably a gimmick or they're probably no good. I'm telling you, these things are freaking amazing. They sound really good. And the cable they come with is this one here. It has the coated bendable ends on it so that it wraps around your ear, okay, and stays on really good. Here's the case that they come with. So you can store them in there really well. Honestly, I wasn't expecting a case for that price, so when I opened the box and the case was in there, I was pretty surprised. Now I know you're skeptical about these, but I'm just telling you, don't be skeptical about these. The number one thing that I care about with my channel is integrity, because if I lose my integrity, then I pretty much don't have a channel anymore. Because if you guys buy something and I lied about it and just blew it way out of proportion, said it was amazing, and it turns out that it's not, well, why would you trust me anymore? So I'm asking you to trust me, and I'm telling you right now, there's a good reward for trusting me because these things are absolutely amazing. Okay, so here's the Shures that I've been using for like 2 years, and these are good in-ear monitors. Well, here's the KZ ZS10s. Look at how much bigger they are. 5 drivers. That's why they're bigger. There's 5 drivers in here, and they all work. Now I know what you're thinking, these are pretty substantial in size, especially compared to the Shures. So are they really going to stay in my ears without falling out? Well, I'm about to prove to you that they do. They're in my ears. They stay in really well. I can shake my head around. They're not coming out. They're very, very tight in my ears. And I have no worries about these things coming out of my ears at all. Okay, so let's quickly go down the list about all of the things that I like about these. Okay, so number one, they're only $57. So they're extremely affordable at a very low risk to buy these. And you're getting way more for your buck on these than you would any other in-ear monitor system out there. Guaranteed. These things absolutely blew me away with how good they sound. Okay, number two, the bass response in these is by far way superior than the Shures that I've been using for 2 years now. In fact, I have an EQ set on my in-ears from my board that I run them off of, and I have the highs cut, and then I have the lows boosted on them to make up for what the Shures are lacking and giving me too much of. I found them to be a little bit shrill in my ears and a little bit thin sounding, so I adjusted the EQ to make up for that. So when I hook these guys up, I flattened the EQ, and now I just run it flat because these give me the exact frequencies that I wanted at the exact levels that I prefer them. They have very, very smooth top end, so there's no shrill, there's no razor blades in my eardrums. It's very smooth. And the low end is very punchy and full, but it doesn't overpower the mids and the highs at all. It's perfectly balanced. And it literally sounds like I took my PA and stuffed it in my head. The clarity is amazing, and they sound fuller. One of the biggest things that I hated about switching from wedges to in-ears was everything sounded small. It took me a while to get over that, and I got used to it, but I still, in the back of my mind, was always like, I wish it sounded bigger. Well, these sound huge, so I don't have that issue anymore. So now I got the size of sound back that I've always been craving and never thought I could get unless I spent like $1,000 or $1,500. And I just wasn't comfortable taking a chance and spending that kind of money on something that probably didn't sound that much better. These do. And for 57 bucks, you're nuts if you don't try these. They are absolutely fantastic. They have extremely good, tight bass response, but it does not overpower the rest of the frequencies. The instrument separation that I get in here is absolutely perfect. I could not believe how well I could hear all of the instruments with no problem. I didn't have to search for anything. It was there for me, and it was very, very easy to find when I wanted to hear something. It was all there. So there's no overpowering frequencies in here at all. I think that they're extremely balanced, and they're balanced very well. Once again, with the monitor out EQ, it's flat now. I have no EQ on them at all because they're balanced that well. Okay, so if you're looking for an extremely affordable, high quality in-ear monitor system, seriously, you have to give these a try. Click on the links below and check them out. You got nothing to lose, really. For 57 bucks, I'm sure you've wasted $57 on something way worse than giving a chance on a really good product like these. So trust me, and if you do own these, please comment below and tell me what you think of them. And also come back after you get them and try them out and leave me a comment on what you think of them. Am I right? Am I crazy? Were they worth it? Did they blow you away just like they did with me? I'd like to hear from you. Please let me know. Okay, so we're at the end of the video, and I promised that I would show you a few tips regarding support products for these and usage tips as well. So I'm going to start out with a really good usage tip that someone told me a long time ago, and it's actually came in handy. So if you want to create a really good seal with your in-ears so that you block out all the exterior noise while enjoying a really good full resonant sound inside your ears, this is the best way to do it. There's two things that you need to do. Number one, get a good pair of foam tips to put on your in-ears. And then what you do is you squeeze them and crush them down, open your mouth, stick them in your ears, and then push with this finger and pull your ear open and wiggle it with the other hand, and they're going to seal really good. Now that foam's going to expand back up and fill that hole, and it's going to lock in a good seal. And you're not going to believe the difference in the seal and the resonance and size of sound that you're going to get in your ear from doing this. So I got this cable, which is a really nice, like a rope type cable. It's very comfortable, and it also has the coating on it so that you can mold it and shape it around your ears so it stays in really well. It's just heavier duty, okay? And I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's color coded so that you can have different colors for each side. So you just look at the color, red is right, blue is left, and you put them in, and it's just easier, especially when you're going on stage and you're in a hurry. You just look at the colors and put them in. You're done. So that's one of the upgrades that I did. Okay, so the other thing that I would recommend is that you get the Comply foam tips for these. They come with silicone tips, and I didn't really care for them. They slipped out really easily, and they weren't that comfortable, and they didn't create a very good seal at all. So I went ahead and got these and popped them on, and now I got a great seal. They're much more comfortable, and they will not fall out at all. It's a perfect fit. Okay, so the third support product that I'm going to recommend for you is this case. It's a nice hard shell case with a clear top, and on the inside it's soft, so it'll protect the in-ears really well. As you can see, it's quite a bit bigger than the case that they come with. This is a decent case, but I found it to be a little bit cumbersome getting them in here. When you're in a hurry getting off the stage and you got to wrap up all your stuff and put it away, having something that they go into very easily, to me, makes more sense. So I would definitely get one of these guys. It also has one of these clips, so it'll clip onto your gig bag or your backpack or whatever, so it's just easier to carry around. What I do is I just wrap them around my hand like this, put them in, and they fit in there really nice. So it's really quick and easy. And there's also room for more foam tips or whatever you want to put in there as well. So I just think this is a really good option for you. So once again, if you're looking for a really good affordable option for in-ears, look no further than these. These are absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I found them. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I have a lot more gear reviews coming up and tutorials, so I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.